So I don't usually like to talk about culture war stuff, but this woman who appeared on CNN to defend slavery is just too much. Let's take a look.
Like, he forgave
He's
me for
not
saying
whitewashing slavery.
So
He's not?
He's not. No,
Okay.
he's not. And you cannot tie imperialism and racism and slavery to just one race, which is...
Okay. You can't tie imperialism and racism and slavery to just one race. Let's steelman her position here. Many people and cultures have been imperialistic and racist. Therefore, we shouldn't focus on our imperialism and racism and slavery. Okay, so first, she believes that America has had a racist past. That's usually not something people are willing to admit. And instead of learning from that past, she for some reason believes we should allow it to continue. I mean, when confronted with just the idea of slavery, her first instinct was to defend slave owners. She could have talked about anything, but she chose to go on national television and do PR for slave owners.
Do you realize that only less than 2% of white Americans own slaves?
But it was
Okay, then she says that less than 2% of white Americans own slaves. Okay, that's still bad. Any amount of slavery is bad. But she knows that. What she's doing is turning this from an argument about slavery being bad into an argument about white people being bad, of radical social justice warriors corrupting the history of scared white people. And she wants to make me believe that the woke mob is blaming me for slavery just because I'm white. That's the subtext of what she's saying. That's why she's saying only 2% of whites own slaves. She didn't say that as a real defense because it's so obviously stupid. She said it to make us think about this issue as literally black and white, where every exhibit is white people bad, which is what she says next.
the system of white supremacy.
You realize that slavery is thousands of years old?
White people were
Do you know
the slave
who
owners.
was the first race to try to end slavery?
Who was the... Yeah, we might have done slavery, but then we stopped. So, there. What a stupid... Okay, all right.
Oppressing black
Every
people.
single thing is like, oh, no, this is all because white people bad. And that's just not the truth. Like,
You're right, that's not the truth. That isn't every single thing. But let's hear
for example, every single exhibit, I have a list of every single one. Like, people migrated from Cuba because white people bad.
Okay, so I guess I shouldn't need to say this, but to be clear, the Smithsonian has far more exhibits on the amazing things Americans have done than the bad. Also, yeah, if you're looking at a bunch of exhibits on slavery in America, you're going to see a lot of white owners and a lot of black enslaved people. Like, the Smithsonian isn't just going to do a race-swapped exhibit. That's what happened in America. And if all she's taking from these exhibits is that white people bad, then she's clearly not actually trying to understand it. The point about learning about US sanctions on Cuba is to understand how our government's economic actions affect the lives of real people. It had nothing to do with JFK's race. Only somebody looking for that argument would find it. She's not looking in good faith. She's just looking for something to be mad at.
But why is this in the Smithsonian? So it's been completely captured.
First of all, I don't.
And
think
it's totally partisan.
We don't. First of all, we don't.
What does she mean? Is she saying that her party is on the side of the slave owners? That's literally the only thing she could be saying by this exhibit is so partisan. You know, saying that the slave owners were bad and the, enslaved people were good. Why do you have a problem with that? I mean, look, her goal is to make white people feel attacked. And as if we have to defend slavery. We don't. You don't. Let's even follow her arguments. Leave race out of it. A bunch of people enslaved a bunch of other people. That's bad. The slave owners in that context, and any context, were bad. And there is no reason anyone should feel the need to defend them, regardless of their skin color. So thank you for watching. Please give me a like. Please leave a comment. Tell me what you thought of what I said. If you think I'm an idiot, tell me why. although you're going to get destroyed because you're wrong. Have a great day.